Hi there. Thank you so much for joining me. It's such a blessing to be able to gather like this and study God's Word together. I hope it's a blessing to you too. I wonder if you've ever made plans that just didn't work out. No matter how meticulous the detail or how hard you tried, you just couldn't make it happen. I think we've all felt the tension between our desires and God's timing, between our plans and God's purposes. In Romans chapter 1, verse 13, Paul shares that same experience, and he shows us how to handle it with faith. Romans chapter 1, verse 13 says this, "I do not want you to be unaware, brothers, that I have often intended to come to you, but thus far have been prevented, in order that I may reap some harvest among you, as well as among the rest of the Gentiles." Paul here points out three realities. First, Paul had a desire. He says, "I have intended often to come to you." His longing to visit Rome was genuine and repeated. He wanted to see these believers face to face. Second, Paul faced delays. He admits, but thus far have been prevented. Now, we're not told exactly how, whether by circumstances, ministry needs, or maybe just flat out God's providence. But his plans hadn't worked out yet. Even the Apostle Paul experienced roadblocks. And third, Paul trusted God's purpose. His goal wasn't just travel, it was mission. "That I may reap some harvest among you," he says. He longed to see fruit in Rome just as he had other places among the Gentiles. And Paul trusted that whenever and wherever God opened the door, the purpose would be fruitful for the gospel. Now, this verse teaches us how to live with both desire and delay. You see, desire is good. It's right to make plans for gospel impact, to long to see fruit in people's lives. But delays are real. God may prevent us for reasons we don't see. Frustration can become faith, though, when we remember His hand is at work. And depend on God's purpose. Even when our timing is blocked, God's harvest will come. Our job is to stay faithful, to keep longing, to keep praying and preparing. So in light of these lessons, ponder this question. How do you typically respond when your plans are delayed? With frustration? Or with faith that God's timing is perfect? Like Paul, let us lean into and trust God's purposes even when our plans don't work out. Romans 1 verse 13 reminds us gospel desires are good, but gospel delays are real. And in both cases, we can and must trust that God will bring harvest in His time, His perfect time. I'll see you next time.